Welcome to the Arclight Battery, your power source for all things Warcraft Rumble related. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you the Jaina deck that I use to beat a red level dungeon. But before we get into it, I just wanted to say thank you for being here. So let's go ahead and get into the deck. For Jaina, we're running Blink. Honestly, this is just what I had in PvP. Clear casting is very good, don't get me wrong, but we're only running one spell on this list, so we probably won't play it. Flurry is very strong as well, so either Flurry or Blink will do just fine for you. Her passive is that your spells are increased by 3 while Jaina is in play. Well, their level. Then she is a single target 4 gold cost that causes frost on your enemies, which slows their movement and attack speed, so pretty solid. Next we have Defias Bandits. They are 1 gold. We're running the poison talent. They start in stealth. They hit things out of stealth, stunning them and dealing damage to them for a little while. These guys are fantastic for cycling through your deck. They're also very good on the first and the last level. Being able to hit something that has a much higher health pool than you and get them to that 70% breakpoint for the first boss is fantastic. If you don't know, the first boss makes the enemies fight each other if they are at 70% health, so these guys are fantastic at doing that. They're also awesome at stunning the last boss, or any of his, I guess, we'll call them henchmen, but like the ogres and the blood elf that you can claim to help fight the boss. Great at that. We have Safe Pilot to claim treasure chests, to knock things below 70% health on the first boss, to get into the back line and kill the healer on the last boss. She is just an all-around all-star. We're pretty much playing her every time. Execute is kind of the same for Beast Week. We're using it to bloodlust our harpies or our push onto the boss. However, it's much more than that. This really helps you kill the ogre healer on the last boss. It helps you claim the 2 side guards to help you. It helps you push things to 70% on the first boss. So this deck really makes the first and last boss easy. The middle boss is a little tricky, but it's not too terrible with this build. So this is just an all-around all-star. Next we have Quillbore. This is to distract pushes from the enemy from your push. He's great for tanking the second boss. He does an elemental AoE cone. Quillbore is fantastic at tanking that. You can use him to claim treasure chests or tank towers for 2 gold. He's fantastic. You're going to play him every time. Next we have Whelp Eggs. These guys are also really good at getting things below 70% health to start attacking other things with the Flame Burst talent on the first boss. They're also fantastic on the second boss, where you can drop them on top of the boss. And when you spawn minis on the second boss, you get Eyes of Imulthar, which will explode and deal damage to the unit that you placed. However, because they're eggs, the eyes just pop them out of the eggs. So you get the flame burst damage, you ignore the eyes, and you get whelps that will help you deal damage to things. So fantastic. Also great for getting in the back line of the third boss and killing the healer. Then we have finally our harpies. Same thing from Beast Week. They just do so much damage. Bloodlusting them is fantastic. We're running the poison talent here. It's just the most DPS in the game. It's the best thing you can be doing in PvE, almost. There's a lot of cool things in PvE, but these guys do the most damage. They're squishy, so you need to protect them with things like Quillbore and Safe Pilot. But once they get to a boss, they will absolutely shred it. They'll also shred towers, which is really good for us. There's a couple towers on the first map, there's one on the second map, and one on the third map that this really helps with. Being able to stack poison along with our Defias Bandits is just fantastic. So, this is our team, this is our deck. Let's go ahead and pilot it, and I'll show you how it plays. Let's get into the dungeons. Okay, we have 3 relics to choose from. We have On Death, your minis grant Bloodlust to nearby enemies. We have Deploying an Alliance mini also summons a footman at your base. And Divine Parchment, deploying your leader grants a shield to nearby allies, absorbing 1 attack. Well, Jaina isn't unbound, so this probably won't be useful to anyone. This Howling Warband is actually pretty solid, but this Stormwind Commendation that summons Footman is fantastic. Being able to summon a tank whenever we summon our Bandits, Jaina, or Safe Pilot is fantastic. So we're going to go ahead and pick this, and we will go ahead and get into our red dungeon. Alright, our first boss is Stomper Krieg. His troops will fight each other at 70% health. So we're going to use a Safe Pilot to drop on these guys at the start, hopefully, so that they will start fighting each other. Execute is very good at getting them to that threshold as well. Same with Defias Bandits, because they get there in stealth and then they'll attack them while they're stunned. So we have a lot of good means to counter this map. Probably going to try and push both towers at some point here. With Harpies, we have a lot of good pushing power, as well as Quillbore. Try and contest this chest, and then we'll contest this one once we get the tower. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, Safe Pilot, easy opener. And then we will go ahead and drop Harpies here. We can execute these guys so that they fight each other, and the tower fights them. And then we're gonna let these Harpies go. This is a lot here. We won't be able to tank against it. So we're just gonna go ahead and get a Jaina pushing this way. And we'll drop a Whelp Eggs here. Hopefully that'll make these grunts fight each other. The Bias Bandits can deal with this. That should get them to the threshold. Yep, they're gonna fight each other. Jaina should be able to deal with this. And if not, Footman and Execute can. We'll just have to wait and see. Go ahead and contest this with our Kobold. We'll let this start hitting our base, then we'll drop a Jaina. Go ahead and drop Harpies here to help support the tower we just claimed. This will get 1 gold and the Jaina should kill it. Yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and drop Whelps here. We don't need to tank this tower because the Footman will. Go ahead and drop a Safe here. Then these guys should start fighting each other. I'm gonna hold on to our Execute for now. Okay. Kind of felt like that was gonna take care of it. Let's go ahead and get this gold. This is actually rough. We didn't need to commit this much gold, but here we are doing it. But we cycle back to our Kobold, so we can pick that up now. We'll execute this group so they start fighting each other after the Footman. Go ahead and Safe Pilot there. Nice, thanks, Huntress. Go ahead and drop Whelps on her. She should kill them after the tower, which is totally fine. That's all we need. Go ahead and distract that, and now we should be on our way to winning the map. Let's go ahead and execute them, and they'll start fighting each other after this. Safe Pilot here. Go ahead and distract here. Quillbore should help take him out. And now we'll start working on the boss. This should cause him to start spinning. Then we'll drop Harpies because he doesn't hit flyers while he's spinning. Then maybe we'll get an Execute in here. Nope, nope. This is going to take care of that whole push, which is fine. We got a little chip damage on him. Thought Kobold would contest that. Probably should have used it to get gold further back. That's okay. Get Stomper Krieg to start fighting everybody. He should stop spinning before these guys get up there. Yeah. We'll go ahead and execute everybody up there. So if I Bandits start helping here, this should hit both of them. Yeah. Now they'll start fighting each other. Go ahead and get a little bit of gold. Then we will drop Harpies. And then Quillbore and Execute, so they start fighting each other. And then a Safe Pilot. That should be close to the end of the match. Alright, not too bad of a map. It's pretty easy to stay in control of that one. It's just a little slow to kill the boss. Alright, let's go ahead and claim this reward and get to our next relic. So, what do we have? We have Tainted Power Core. Enemies near your towers and meeting stones are poisoned every 3 seconds. Nah. Arcane Crystal. Elemental minis deal double damage but gain vulnerable. That's not too bad, actually. And then Airborne Toxins. Your flying minis gain poison, which I think we're going to pick this one. Harpies already have poison anyway, but being able to give our whelp eggs poison is something that can carry us in a couple of rounds, especially this one. Arcane Crystal is good-ish. I guess they already don't have a ton of health anyway, so this one might actually be better. Let's actually take this one. I haven't tried this one very much, but I think both of these options are very good. So we're going to take Arcane Crystal. And we'll go ahead and get to the next dungeon. Alright, now we have Imilthar, I believe is his name. Yep, he breathes void energy in a forward arc, so we're going to use Quillbore to distract him. We have Eye of the Void, which detonates when near an enemy, damaging everything nearby. And every time you play a unit, you're going to spawn one of these on top of them for each unit in that squad. So, whelp eggs will have 3, harpies will have 3, Defias bandits will spawn 2. We've got a meeting stone, a gold vein, a gold vein, a gold vein, and a tower. Generally, when I do this map, I just run up to the spawning stone and completely ignore the side tower. We're going to see if that works on a red dungeon, but I'm pretty sure it does. If harpies get to the boss, they will melt him pretty easily. However, generally, if a full team of harpies gets to the boss here, he'll summon an ogre mage in the back and take care of him. So our general strategy is to defend from this right side, where he's going to be pouring everything from this tower, and use Quillbore and whelp eggs to fight the boss. So you don't need the boss to breathe on the whelp eggs to get them to spawn, or hatch, I guess, because the eyes that get summoned will do that for you. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. So we'll go ahead and play... Ooh, a Banshee, okay. Go ahead and play this Jaina in the back in just a moment to defend. This footman should be able to go up and take... Ooh. Can I get all of this? I can get all of it. Awesome. Okay. We're doing good. We have this... Well, we're going to have this meeting, so... Go ahead and get whelp eggs here. Alright. Go plant this meeting stone real quick, and then we will use our kobold to gain some gold. We'll use this to stun her here in just a second. There we go. We want these to explode before we play anything else, really. Okay, here's this. We'll use Safe Pilot here. This is going to kill these harpies, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It's so hard to get harpies up there, but if you can, they'll shred the boss. So, let's go ahead and get this here to help. I think they're going to get both of them anyway, though. Ooh, not quite. Okay, that's good for us. When this gets captured, here, let's actually go ahead and drop these here. This should help. Okay, now, let's go ahead and get this here. Except I wanted them to hit the mage, and they did not. So, we're going to have to distract here and use harpies to kill. Harpies should shred these guys pretty easily. Go ahead and drop a Safe Pilot here. Man, this map really does a lot. Good footman spawn. Go ahead and get this gold. I really don't want him to have this gold, but I think we're going to have to just let him have it, unfortunately. That's okay. So we'll go ahead and play these guys back here. Take care of that. We'll actually get this footman to go right, and we'll see if we can get a solid push here. Taking this tower might be beneficial to us. Let that handle that. Don't know where the Banshee spawn was. Maybe it took our Quillbore and I didn't notice. Play our Jaina. Go ahead and play our whelp eggs here. This should help a little bit. Yep, okay. go ahead and play this here, this here. Yeah, if we can start cycling a little better, we can get a little more gold from our kobolds. Go ahead and drop these here. That was not smart because these eyes are going to one-shot them. Whoops. And deal a little damage there. Man, we are playing awfully. Honestly, this has not been good. We're already in overtime. So the boss is almost dead, though. We just need to do a little more damage, which we can do. Go ahead and drop these here. Try and drop this close, but not close enough to kill our whelps once they hatch. Okay, that was awfully sloppy. It seems like claiming the right tower is probably a little easier, and once you do, you can probably control the gold a little better, and it probably helps a lot more than what I thought was going to be how the map was done. Generally, I am able to drop whelp eggs and quillboar up top and get harpies up there in a reasonable time, and the boss kind of just falls over, but it seems like at higher levels, it's easier to claim the right tower. Alright, so that's Imulthar. Let's go ahead and get into the next one. Okay, our relics. We have Band of the Protector. Tank minis cost 1 less gold, but no less than 1. Incendiary rounds, your ranged minis all apply burn when dealing damage. It's not bad. And Windrunner Shroud, your fast minis gain stealth. So, stealth on harpies is pretty good. Yeah, actually, it might just be the best. This seems really solid, especially if we can get our Jaina to just sit there and turret onto something. But they already do more damage. Let's go ahead and give our harpies stealth. That seems like it could probably be better. And we'll go ahead and get into it. Alright, now we have King Gordok. He has Greater Fury, increasing attack speed with each attack. I don't believe it has a cap, which is why we have these guys to help. We have Lethendris, cast Curse of Exhaustion, greatly lowering attack speed and movement speed of targets, always swaps allegiance to 10% health. So once we kill her, she will regain her health and fight for us. And then we have Crom Crush. Cleaves targets, adding Immortal Strike debuff that halves Cho Rush's healing on the target. Always swaps allegiance to 10% health. And this is Cho Rush. He's just up here with a heal. Deals magic damage at range and heals nearby allies. So the goal to make this easy is to have him and him at the same time walk up and use Unbound Minis to kill the healer at the back and overwhelm the boss. However, it doesn't always work like that. When these guys... When we take these guys onto our side, when they die, they'll regain full health, and then they will start walking back to your base. They don't walk back to this spot and hang out again. If you claim them, and then they die, they will come and wreck your base, basically. So, you need to either control them very well, or make sure you time them pretty well to where you get them both together. So our main goal is we are going to slowly work on those two. We're going to take out the grunts, claim this tower, and then we'll work on claiming both of these people. So, let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, harpies will help us here a lot. We'll go ahead and drop a Jaina here to support. I really want to find our Quillboar. That'll help us take this pretty easily. Okay. This might be too big of a push for this, to be completely honest. We want to save a little bit of our gold, but we'll be able to get some gold here. Probably should have played him on this side. That was a mistake. So all of this damage we're about to do is pretty much negligible, but maybe we can kill the healer. This execute really helps with that. The burn might do it. Oh, the burn's going to do it. That's awesome for us. Now we don't have to deal with the healer. So, let's go ahead and get into killing this side. We'll send our Jaina down, and the not a Kobold. And then when they get close, we'll drop a Quillboar to distract her. And then let's send Harpies down this side, except that's the middle. I'm kind of silly. One of them got over there. It's kind of unfortunate for us, but we'll send this, and then a Quillboar to help a little bit. We should still be able to get them. So let's go ahead and execute just to be sure. And then these guys should walk up at about the same time, which is really good for us. Okay, we're doing really well here. Yeah, both these guys are coming along the same path. So we should be able to take care of this pretty easily. Go ahead and start getting more damage units up here. He's going to kill this, but that's okay. I think we've got what we need out of this. And we can damage this guy while he's regaining health to kind of help, but yeah, this fight's over. It's such an easy fight if you control both of the side lanes equally. They really need to get to the boss close to the same time, and the healer needs to hopefully already be dead before that happens. So, not too bad of a fight. Well, that was King Gordok. Claim the reward, get some gold. And our dungeon did not upgrade to level 30. That is a bug. It should be 28. Let's just double check to make sure. Yep, it's 28. So, awesome. That was a fun dungeon. I enjoyed it a lot. The first boss is pretty easy. Third boss is pretty easy. Second boss is probably easy-ish if you claim the right tower. I didn't do that for a while throughout the fight. Definitely do that. Controls the gold a lot better, and it shouldn't be too much of an issue. So, thank you for watching today, guys. I super appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed it, please share it, subscribe, leave a comment, like it. All of that stuff really helps a small channel like mine grow, and it means the world to me. So, thank you so much for being here, and until the next time, see ya.